Yes indeed, good evening. Welcome to the Spotlight Show on a Friday. And our guest this week comes from the other side of the world. It's a professional rock star extraordinaire and voiceover artist. I'm talking of course of Tiffany Gow. Hello Tiffany.
Hello DJ Mango and DJ Musiq, how you going?
How you doing, Tiffany? Great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us. I say that to all our guests on this time of day.
My pleasure.
No, I was quite shocked. I was just going to say, actually, Musiq, you're just about to take words right out of my mouth. Over there in Australia, it's in the morning. Tell us what time it is, Tiffany.
Okay, so we're literally just gone on 8 a.m., 8 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, I'm almost done with my coffee. First one, anyway. Wow. Yeah.
So are you fully awake? That's the main thing.
I am now. Caffeine, God bless it. Yes, that's all I can say.
She's having coffee and we're about to have dinner.
Oh, wow, isn't that funny? Wow. Yeah, no, I'm happy to be dinner a long time away. I haven't even done breakfast yet. So. All good.
Right, so Tiffany, tell our listeners a little bit about yourself if you don't mind.
Sure. Okay, I've been recording for a while. I have 2 albums. I've got Deeply Drowning in Deception, which is my most recent album, and then I've got No Fear, which was my debut album. And I was very, very lucky a few years ago to raise US $50,000 via crowdfunding for the Deeply Drowning in Deception album.
Wow.
And I was the 3rd Australian to do that and 27th international artist to do that. So
well done.
Yeah, thank you. It was thank you. It was a lot of hard work. It really was. But the wonderful thing is that a lot of my friends who became friends in real life and fans as well, they're actually still with me today. So I correspond with a lot of them on Facebook.
Brilliant.
Same people carried over with me. So yeah, it was a lot of hard work, but you know that's the beauty of perseverance. You know, so it's I hope to be an example for other people to never give up. You know, yeah. So keep going. Just keep going.
Very commendable. Yes.
Yes. And Tiffany, you have some fans already in the Golden Grooves chat room. Very own Rock and Ronnie. I gotta say it. He says, "Tiffany, I love you." So.
That's Ronald, I think.
Yeah, Ronald. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know Ronald?
Yeah, I do. He's lovely. No, he's a great supporter of my music. Bless you, Ronald. Thank you. That's awesome.
We've got Catman Drew. You know him as well. That's Drew Taylor. He says, "Good day, Tiffany."
Hello, Drew. Absolute champion. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. Yes, we're all real people. It's great. Yeah. Oh, that's excellent. Hi, guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Indeed. Shall we play one of your tracks? Because in case some people over here in the UK haven't heard of you, I know you're quite big over there in Australia, aren't you?
I'm very blessed to you know, my name has been thrown around a little bit, and the momentum's really great, and I'm very grateful for, you know, a lot of people who believe in me, and momentum's going well. So yeah.
And we've got a lot of rock fans in our chat as well. We've got Skyclad there. Scooby is in there as well. And I think they're going to love your music. So let's get into the first track. So it's Numb. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about this before we do it?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So, you know, it's a very cliche in the sense written of an ex-partner. And but the great thing about it was it actually came 6th in an international songwriting competition last year. So I'm very blessed. So Numb has done well, and people seem to really like Numb. So yeah, enjoy Numb, guys.
Wonderful. So it's Tiffany Gow and Numb. Ah, there we go. That's called Numb. I like that one, Tiffany. Is that you playing all instruments, or you got back in there?
Oh no! I wish DJ Mango. No, I've actually got. I use session musicians, and they're all professional. They all do it full time, and they're amazing, and they're the best of the best. And I only work with the best producers, and they just know the best people, and they're amazing. Honestly, these guys are. They're incredible. They can, blindfold them, and they can play backwards. So yeah, I use session musicians until which I'm sure will be very shortly. Until kind of we know where I'm going, like direction wise, and I'll get a sturdy regular band from there. But at the moment, I'm using session musicians. Yeah.
Great. Well, Tiffany, as I was checking you out earlier, I was noticed every interview that one of the guys asked you about how you write songs. So I'll have to ask you, can you share with our audience what you do to write a song? Because I think it's kind of unique, as you were explaining to the guys earlier. So how do you? Yeah.
Okay. Sure. So I did try and learn guitar many moons ago, but I just didn't find myself. I wasn't overly passionate about it, and I found that my strengths are in songwriting and singing. And so therefore when I write, for example, I've just started writing a new song. So this is an exclusive, everybody. I've just started writing a new song, which I'll probably record in the new year. And so I've already got a melody. So the melody just seems to come to me. And the music, I just write it and work on the melody, and then I literally go into a studio with the producer, sit down. He will normally grab an acoustic guitar or a keyboard, a piano, and basically go along with my voice. And because they're so creative, they will often give you a few different options. Do you want to kind of go up here? Do you want to go down here? Do you want to kind of put a twist on that part there? And it's amazing how it comes together, and it's simply because of what the melody that I formulated in my head. Yeah. So it's really important to work with someone that understands you, that gets you, that kind of gets your personality as well, because that's really important. So it's amazing at the end of it when you hear the song and you go, wow, that was in my head, and that didn't come from me picking up a guitar. That simply came from me, from a melody that came to me. So it's pretty incredible. It's pretty incredible.
So yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Mango?
Oh, just looking at some of the stuff you sent me, some of the write-up about you. You self-funded your debut album, No Fear. How did you get the money to be able to do that? Because that must have cost quite a bit of money to do that.
It did. So it was 12,000 Australian dollars.
Wow.
And I worked 2 regular day jobs. I had a full-time day job. I was working 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. at one job, and then I would go to the other job and do about 4 till 8 in the evening, and I did that 6 to 7 days a week. And I worked and I worked and I worked, and I do that because I really want this, and I'm prepared to work hard to get my dream, to make my dream happen. So I worked, and it was really worth it. It's a great album. I'm very proud of it. For first ever, it was pretty amazing. So I just worked really hard, and I think that's another thing for any artists listening. That's what you need to do. It just doesn't come to you. You have to work really hard, and you have to want it. So I did that, and I'm very glad I did. So, yeah.
Wonderful.
Work hard. Yeah.
There you have it, folks. A little bit of brow sweat, and perseverance, and you too.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you have to do it. If you want it, it just doesn't come to you, and there's so many great artists out there now. It's such a competitive market that you need to forge ahead and just get onto it and do it. Yeah.
And Drew says, you are so interesting, Tiffany. Even my cat is listening. And she always sleeps when I'm on air.
You're awesome. I feel terrible. I actually had to put my baby, I have a pussycat too, and she's in my bathroom now because she's got a habit of, she's very protective of mummy. And I was really worried about her jumping up on the laptop and kind of cutting you guys off. So anyway, I get that. Yes, that's very cute. That's awesome, Drew.
You fit right in here because there's a bunch of cat lovers around here. That's for sure.
Sorry.
So you fit right in, Mango. You have a cat. Drew has a cat.
Oh yeah, I have a cat. Yeah, lots of cats. We've got Skycloud. He's a cat lover as well. Yeah. He's in our chat.
Awesome. Yeah, no, Team Cat. I am Team Cat. Yeah, I have a dog too, but yeah, he knows where he fits in. poor baby. Anyway, all good.
So you're your own manager, are you, or have you got management?
No, I don't. I self-manage at the moment. But anybody listening, you know what? Feel free to approach me, private message me. You can email me. You know what? I'm always open to any new opportunities. And you know what? I would love someone to help me steer the ship in the right direction. And not to say I am going in the right direction, but, you know, it'd be lovely to have another pair of eyes and ears and that kind of thing. So if anybody's interested in working with me in any capacity, feel free to message me. Seriously. Yeah, always open to management and anyone approaching me. Yeah, absolutely. But the dream is and the plan is to get management and go in that direction.
So how can they contact you? You got an email there?
Yeah, so you can do the regular Facebook private message, or my actual email is you can contact me through tiffanygow.com, which is my official website.
There we go. We've posted that in chat already, so you can see that. If you're not in chat now, if you listen to this on Mixcloud, because it's going up on there, you'll have to. What I'll do, I'll put your website on the actual light up about the show, so people can click on it.
Awesome. Yeah, so you can contact me through there. Otherwise, if you have problems through that, because you know what websites are like sometimes, people can always just contact me through the Facebook Messenger.
Okay.
I'm always on Facebook, you know that. So I'm easily contactable. Yeah, no, I do a lot of work on Facebook, so yeah, feel free to say hi, guys.
Well, I tell you what, one song that when we first contacted you was all the buzz on the on Facebook. There was a song that you wrote called "Broken Dreams."
Yeah, Broken. Yeah, that was written about my beautiful late mother. Beautiful late mother.
And you know, I was kind of, you know, putting my nose where it shouldn't be sometimes. But you wrote the song, and I guess it's for you wrote the song in honor of your mother.
Yeah, no, it's about she poor thing, she actually had a very rare form of leukemia, and she was an older lady, so she was only with us sadly 6 months before she went to heaven, and it's basically about the after effect of someone that you really love, you know how you feel afterwards, broken, you know, it was
Definitely.
Yeah, it was quite devastating. It was very quick, unfortunately. She was here one moment and gone the next, and I think it's changed all of our lives. So, but you learn to get through every day, and you just things change. That's all. But yeah, that's in honour of her, and I'm sure she's rocking out in heaven. And she was my biggest fan. So, yeah.
Right.
So is that your latest song? Is it Broken, Tiffany?
It is. Yes.
I've got that. It's Spotlight on Tiffany Gow, and she's now in the chat room. Hello, Tiff.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yes.
We see you in there, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, am I? Hi, guys.
And folks, if you're looking at a picture right there, as I said to you at my first glance, you know, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you kind of reminded me of Bonnie Raitt a little bit at first glance.
No, that's absolutely very complimentary. Thank you. Yes. No, I love the comparisons, and I get hearts and, you know, other major female artists, so that's really awesome. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for joining us here. And
my pleasure.
I know as you were writing songs, and of course, we kind of do a little research on you a little bit there, Tiffany. So I understand there was another song you wrote called "Liar, Liar" about the fella who was doing you wrong there at one time or the other.
That was written about another ex. My God, I could write a book on my exes. He was actually a compulsive liar, and it was just really, wow. Wow. It's a whole different dimension, so. I
think we all know people like that, don't we?
Yeah.
But on a huge scale, on a very, you'd look at him and you think, are you kidding? Yeah, no, there was something else going on there. So, that was where Lila was born. Yeah.
So as you're now that you're out and about, and it's obvious from hearing your music, you're becoming a little more and more famous every day. So how do you handle the transition of being just Tiffany from Newcastle to Tiffany the international star?
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. Look, I'm very grounded, but you can probably, you'd probably sense that from my voice and my personality. I'm very down to earth. I love my friends to bits. I love my football. I love going to the movies. I'm still incredibly grounded. And I do have my friends who back me up. And one recently said to me, if your head gets too in the sky, Tiffany Gow, I'm pulling you right down again. And I've got some really beautiful friends who love me and have my back, and I'm like everyone's fairly regular at the end of the day. I've got my favourite TV shows, and I go, you know what, I'm going to flop down on the couch and grab my cup of coffee, and so it's keeping things in perspective. But I love hanging out with my friends. They keep everything really real, so that's good. Yeah.
I got a question for you now. I've never asked this question to anybody of our guests in the chat right now.
Okay.
So you're the first. My question is, what is your average sort of day like from the time you get up to the time you go to bed?
Oh, okay. Well, it just depends. I've got a lot of music stuff going on, and I've got regular day-to-day things that I do, and it just depends on the day. But yeah, generally, I've got things that are happening in my personal life that are obligations, and then I do try and find time to get on Skype, and I have business meetings and things like that. And but I'm really busy. And sometimes you've just got to step away and go, I'm just going to have a moment, and because I push myself too, I work really hard, and there's lots of things involved, and I'm just a very busy person, so yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Music, you got anything?
Well, I was just about to say, when you hear somebody that's grounded like that, it's always great to have them on the show like this, because it just shows people, you get some of these big stars, that come out, and they don't react to the crowd, they don't deal with the crowd, like folks like Tiffany. It just, I guess, like you said, just from talking to her in the first few minutes, the first thing I said was, this is going to be fun. Whereas in some minutes that we're like, oh, okay, here we go. So.
No, I love to have fun. I love to laugh. I'm a big fan of deep and meaningful conversations. It's about connecting, and it's about keeping that. I just saw, I will not say this person, but I just saw a recent artist in the news, and it's like, come on, guys, let's come back to earth here. Let's just bring it down. Let's just bring it down, and keep your profile realistic as well, because people can't identify with you unless you've got that strong sense of reality as well. Yeah. And it's just, I had a very grounded, down-to-earth mother. She was just very genuine is the word that I often use to describe my mum to people. Very genuine, so there was no guesswork, and I love that. No guesswork. And you get that with me too. don't have to guess. You know where you stand. Yeah. It's all good.
As Mango said throughout the course of your day and while you're about your business, I'm sure we all like to listen to our own music from time to time. But other than your music and while you're working on it, what other artists do you listen to?
Oh, geez. Okay, so I absolutely love, and you can hear this in Broken, I absolutely love Evanescence. Love Amy Lee, amazing voice, amazing presence. Paramore's another one, big fan of Paramore. There's an Australian band. I'm not sure in the US how received they are, but there's an Australian band called Carnival, and they're amazing. They're very heavy. I guess they're more like they're kind of like in the same league as Evanescence. They're quite heavy, but they're amazing. Carnival, and there's so many people that influence me. Yeah.
So as right on cue, we've got Evanescence up next, and it's called "Bring You to Life." It's one that you've chosen, so we're going to do that one. Why is this one special to you?
Oh, they're all special to me because I just love the fact that Amy Lee has a very strong stance in the heavy rock scene, in the heavy rock industry, and she holds her own. And because there are so many male singers, and she just basically, she's saying to the world, I have this great voice, and she has a presence, and I just love them. I love all of Evanescence's music. She has this beautiful voice, and she has a presence that she says, come on guys, I'm not mucking around here. She means business, and I like her and the band for that reason. I
was just thinking while that was playing now, that technology now, you're over there in the other side of the world, I'm here in the UK, and music's over there in America, and we're all linked up together. And people, some of our chatters there are in Norway, in Germany, and all over the place. And we can all listen to each other. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Technology.
Yeah.
But
I was about to say the same thing. Sorry.
We were in the background just talking about one of the visits that you had over to the States there, Tiffany, in Vegas. It's a town that never sleeps, isn't it? You enjoyed yourself here?
Absolutely loved it, but I was so I've been twice, and I was only there for both times for 3 weeks. But definitely a highlight. I also went to New York, so I did LA, Vegas, and New York. And but I absolutely loved it because a friend of mine, we went from Vegas to New York on a coach or a bus or a Greyhound. I think you guys call it Greyhound.
Yeah.
And I went through New Jersey, and I just waved like a mad woman because I don't know if people know, but Bon Jovi is actually my favourite band of all time, and I was so excited. I just waved like a man. I knew John Bon Jovi couldn't see me, but it was a thrill. It was really meaningful to go through New Jersey. So definitely in the very near future, aim to be in the States at some point. I'd love to go to New Jersey and actually be on the ground and walk around rather than be on a bus. That would be amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
I can tell you should definitely stop by Charleston, South Carolina. I think you would be. I'm always promoting my city any chance that I can, but it's a tropical island. It's just the best way to describe it out here, especially in the spring.
Oh wow! That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
that sounds yes, please. I will graciously take that offer up. Yes, no, that sounds awesome. There's so many places in the States I'd love to see, especially the more country areas. I'm a big fan of the country and nature and that kind of thing. So yeah, that sounds awesome.
You'll definitely love it here. Then we got a little bit of all of that. You might see a deer running across the street here in just.
Oh wow!
There's one right now.
That's too cool.
So when are you coming So I was just going to say, when are you coming to the UK?
Oh jeez. Oh wow! You know what? I'm working really hard to make things happen, and let's keep this. Watch this space. I think I will say. I've kind of got things going on behind the scenes, and I'm talking to some people about the next move. So I'd love to say the very near future, but I won't put a definitive time on that. I'll just say watch this space. Keep you all focused.
Engaged. When you do your live shows, Tiffany, when you do your live shows, do you wait for someone to book it like a private function or something, or is it like a main concert and you sell tickets and stuff for it?
No, definitely that's another part of my career that I self-manage as well. Definitely more, I guess, rock shows rather than functions and things, But I will be working with a new guitarist very shortly. So we will probably be going in that direction as well as doing originals. Yeah. I tend to keep more just to my original music. However, again, I'm always open and try different things and do different things and pursue different avenues. Excellent. So, yeah, definitely in the future. Yeah, near future.
Good stuff. Nice. 25 minutes to 12 o'clock on Silicon Cruising. That's tomorrow on Golden Cruise. And we're here with Tiffany. If you just joined us, we're just having a little chat with Tiffany. She's over there in Australia and a singer, songwriter and voice-over artist. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when I lived in Victoria, another state of Australia, and I actually studied with a gentleman called Gary Mack, who is quite a well-known radio personality here. And he doesn't now, but at the time he was running the Australian Radio and Television School. And I actually studied with him, and it was absolutely amazing experience. He's a lovely guy, and I learned a lot, and it was just fun. It was a lot of fun, and it just, I'm very, very blessed that it came fairly natural. Like for some people they have to kind of put a lot of I guess focus on their voice and think about it, but it comes quite naturally for me. So I've studied with him, and I have done a lot of training, and I'm actually just hoping to put my foot through the door and get get a bit more exposure in that industry, as well as doing the singing. But it's something that I'd love to keep pursuing for sure. Yeah.
So have you got your own studio, or do you hire one?
No, I'd need to go to another studio, I'm afraid. But I know plenty of people with studios. That wouldn't be a problem. So if you need jingles, if you need an ad, anybody, let me know. That's not a problem. I know I have plenty of musician friends that can set me up with studios. Not a problem at all.
Wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
So, who are some of the people that you're working with right now, Tiffany, as far as producers and different things like that?
Oh, okay. So Broken was actually done by an Australian producer, Adrian Hannon. Amazing producer and really lovely guy. Him and his lovely wife, Barbara, they actually run a company called The Song Store. I flew to another state and recorded with them. And as a result of doing that song Broken with them, I'm now working with the US dance producers called Club Jumpers, KJ International Music Group, and they have done a pop version of Broken and a trance version of Broken. So we've got 3 versions of it, and yeah, I was very, very lucky to have some international airplay starting from Monday with them, with their remixes. So it's all happening. I'm really busy. It's a lot of hard work, but it's worth every moment of it. But yeah, no, the exposure is really awesome. So I'm very grateful to be working with all of those people I've just mentioned. Yeah.
That's great. Mango? Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say we're going to play one of your favourite all-time bands now. It's Bon Jovi. So this is our little present to you. It's John Bon Jovi and Living on a Prayer.
Thank you.
And that's John Bon Jovi and Living on a Prayer. Good old rocking track, that one there. I was just saying to Tiffany when that was on there about the songs that she wrote, all of the songs that we played from herself. And I was going to ask you, did you write all the music to it as well, or did you just do the words?
So yeah, the words I wrote myself, and the actual melody I do come up with myself. And I have I worked with the producer, whoever that is at the time, for this certain song, and they helped me bring it to life, to bring it to fruition. So, but the actual melody, the actual structure of the song, the idea is mine. Yes, yeah, I have a very strong idea of what I want and how it sounds in my head, and that's conveyed to the producer. And yeah, and there you go, and all those songs are born. You know, which is like we've discussed. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty incredible. Yeah. So
how long would it take to do one song in the studio there? I don't suppose you do it all in one take, do you?
No, and because of the fact that I don't play an instrument, it can take a little bit longer. But I would say, look, we did Broken in. I was down in Victoria for maybe no more than 4 days, if that really. We worked pretty quick. We actually worked really long hours. We'd start at like maybe 8 or 9 in the morning, go through till maybe 6 or 7 at night. So they were actually quite long hours, and we just pumped through it really. But as long as you're conveying yourself correctly to the producer and things are flowing, you can get it done relatively quick. Yeah. So absolutely, less than a week, and yeah.
Brilliant.
I hope to be in the recording studio very shortly again as well.
So how many actual songs have you got out now?
Oh, geez. Okay, so I've got No Fear the album, and I've got Deeply Drowning in Deception. I've also done over 10 collaborations with people from all over the world. So there's a band, Eden Lord. They're actually a Spanish metal band. I've worked with them 3 times now. Dandelion, they're another metal band from Argentina. I've got a lot. I've got a huge catalogue, 10, 20, 30, 40 plus songs, something. I don't know. I've got a lot. I've worked with a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, she does. I lost count.
Yeah. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Yeah.
That's a good thing. Listen, Tiffany, I noticed when I was doing my little, as I say, my research on folks that's coming on the show, a lot of the videos that I saw of you, we were playing live. So you prefer playing live to studio time?
Look, they're both different. They're just both different, really. I guess with playing live, you get to you're interacting with people, which is a great thing, which I love, and so many, like I had a person not so long ago who came up to me and said, wow, you've got a great voice. And so you get that personable kind of interaction with people, whereas when you're in the studio, it's, it's not so much, and it's, we are there to record, and it's, it's kind of everything's flowing consistently, and we're pumping out the songs, and yeah, so it's just a different experience, but they're both great in their own different ways. Yeah.
So of all the people that you've worked with, who's the most famous person that you've worked with?
Ooh, as an artist or musician or anybody?
Anybody.
I just say that because there's some of the so there's 2 session musicians, one in particular, Stuart Marshall. Empires of Eden is his band. He's amazing. He actually played on Numb, which you played first on the show. He did the guitar, and he's incredible. And he's toured the world with his band, and he's quite well known in the metal scene, and also in places like Asia and other places around the world. They absolutely love him. So he's Stuart Marshall, and he's a very humble guy, very down to earth. Loves his wife, loves his kids. And yeah, the fame hasn't really affected him. And I guess another guitarist is Jeremy Barnes, and he works with a lot of big people. So I'm very fortunate to know some really great people, but they're also very humble at the same time. Yeah.
Brilliant. Musiq, you can ask Tiffany your question about who you'd like to work with, who you'd like to. He asks this question every time we have a guest on.
Awesome.
I have 2, man. Here's the question, Tiffany. If you got the phone call right now, phone rings, who would you want that phone call to be that you would say, Tiffany, we need you on stage right now? Who would you want that to be?
Oh, God, I've always dreamt of working with and even supporting. And if you're out there, John Bon Jovi, that would be a dream come true. In conjunction with Evanescence, the same with Evanescence. Like if you know, well, if Amy Lee got on the phone to me, first thing I'd do is scream, drop the phone. But you know, Evanescence, Bon Jovi, all my favourites. But I've always dreamt of supporting Bon Jovi and working with Bon Jovi. That would be wow. I think I would freeze and not say anything. And I'm normally not short for words, but I would probably not. I'd probably go into meltdown mode, and yeah. But that would be a dream come true. So if you're listening, guys, call me.
So John Bon Jovi, if you're listening, she's available.
I am. Oh, that would be honestly. That would be amazing. Seriously, and I would have some very jealous friends, and they know who they are. My couple of girlfriends that love Bon Jovi as well would just be yeah. Yeah, no, they'd be happy for me, but they'd be like, oh, that Tiffany Gow. Yeah, no, wow, that would be awesome. Yeah.
My last question, well, until I think of the next one, minus the producers and the coaches and all that. When did you know that you had a voice that, well, this is something I want to pursue throughout the rest of my life?
Well, I have been, like, I've got a couple of albums, so I've been doing this for a while. But I'd have to say, as things really started to get very, very serious, I would say, in the last 12 months. And even though there was an incredible lot of hard work leading up to that, you know, the last 12 months, things started to really take off, and my momentum started to take off, and you know, instead of me sending out the friend request now, I kind of get the other way back, and people are kind of approaching me back in every sense. Mm-hmm. So definitely, you know, last couple of years for sure, you know, I've put more time into the music, even though I'm very busy. I push myself to put more time in it because it's, and it's funny because as time goes on, my voice actually gets stronger rather than the other way around. Some artists, their voices kind of might go in a different direction. Mine tends to get stronger. So I'm not, you know, so I've got and I thought, you know, I've got some great supportive friends in my life, and, you know, this is serious. We're doing this. So, yeah. Great. And here we are. Mango? Yes.
Right, we got two more of your songs queued up on the players, player 1, player 2, so I'm going to let you choose which one it's going to be. It's either Liar Liar or No Fear.
Oh, I'm going to go with Liar Liar because it's funny because it just relates back to what I was just saying. I was so incredibly, I'm proud of everything I've done, but with Liar Liar, my voice was just, wow. I walked in that studio and I had such determination. You can hear it. So I would go with Liar Liar on that.
Okay, that's the next track. So it's Tiffany and Liar Liar. Wow, that was a powerful track. That's a Liar Liar.
She was mad.
I was, Mr. Music. I was actually.
Say what you want, folks. She was mad.
That's when I occasionally get mad. I'm not generally a mad person,
and it opened up so pretty, and then a pretty voice just coming out, and all of a sudden, wait a minute.
Yeah, that was just a preview at the beginning, and then the real show's really on. Yeah.
Who the hell left the gate open on that one?
and she's off. Yeah, exactly. Full in a china shop. Exactly.
I suppose that's the beauty when you write a song and it relates to your life. You can actually put your whole soul and your feeling into that to convey why you wrote it. Absolutely.
And I just tend to. I know of other artists who write about kind of international things, and I've actually had other people say, "Do you write about this, that, and the other?" But I tend to like and truly work the best when I write on that things that I can relate to and that other people can relate to. You know, it might be a bit cliche, but you know, your love and your heartbreak, but that's the thing that we all identify with, and some people it's different for everybody. But I tend to avoid very controversial topics as well. I don't think that it has an arena for me personally in the music. But everybody's different. But yeah, I like to keep it relatable, my music. So. You know, because we can all identify. We go to our favourite band's concerts, and they sing their songs, and it kind of, you know, can bring back a memory of this time, that heartbreak. Yeah. Keep it real.
Keep it real. Yeah.
Keep it 100. Well, we can't say that no more because the $100 bill changed over here. So just keep it real.
Keep it real. I never get to see those. I'm working on it. One day soon, I'm sure. Can only dream about that. Anyway, we're working on it.
So what are you working on now, actually, apart from making it real?
So as I mentioned before, as far as music goes, I'm looking to record a new single. But that probably won't be done till realistically probably January or February next year. I've had a artist friend of mine approach me with a song that I may consider recording. I have a video coming out that's a bit secretive. I have a video coming out of what you'll have to watch this space again. But it's a new video and it's very exciting. And I'm basically I'm doing some videos and some recording, but I'm also planning very hard on what the next move is for the beginning of 2018. And so that's we're working on that, and we're getting a plan together.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Very busy.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And any advice, Tiffany, to some would-be up-and-coming artists to to say these are some pitfalls, or this is what you should or shouldn't do, to become successful in the music industry?
The attitude of gratitude, which is what I brought up with, the interview that you sounds like you saw, the video interview. The attitude of gratitude, be grateful, but also, people that you need to interact with, the people that love your music and admire you and like you, and you need to interact and treat people with respect. But also, you need to be yourself. Try things, but ultimately be who you are. Because you don't want to be like everybody else, because being like everybody else will not get you noticed. And you'd probably notice that lovely little thing that I do with my hands, the metal thing. And I do that every 2 seconds. But that's a great thing, because I've actually had people who have said that's, they connect me with that. So I've got my own little trademark thing going on, and that's what I mean about being yourself. You want to be identifiable. You don't want to be just doing what everybody's doing the same pose as everybody's doing. Be different. Do your own. Not necessarily do the metal thing like me, but come up with something that's that defines you, because you will be remembered. I can guarantee you that. Like I said, people identify that with me. So that's really cool. That's really cool. Find something, make it your own. Market that you'll stick in people's heads. I can guarantee you that bloody Tiffany, excuse my French, that Tiffany Gow again, I tell you what, can't get her out of the thing with the metal thing, So just be who you are. Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant. That's a good bit of advice for any would-be singers out there who want to get into the industry. And thanks for the advice for that as well. Brilliant.
No worries. And also, of course, the obvious one is work hard. Just work hard. because unfortunately, like I said, it's a competitive world, and you need to stand out and you need to work hard. So if you're prepared to do that, I can guarantee you things will just fall into place with the hard work. Yeah. Brilliant. Yes. Anyway, I could be here all day with my advice. Yeah. And of course, best of luck to everybody. It's great to be alive. So just go for it. Absolutely.
Brilliant. I think that just about wraps it up now, doesn't it? You got anything else, music there? That end?
I think listen, I'm kind of still looking at her. I just got to say, you're a very attractive lady and very smart, and I can tell from your music you're definitely going to go far into this, and we wish you all the success in the world. But I tell you what, you don't have to worry about people remembering you. I can tell you that right now. They'll remember you, that's for sure.
Thank you very much, DJ Musiq. Thank you, and thank you, DJ Mango. Wow, that's lovely. Thank you.
It's our pleasure. Thanks very much for coming on the station and talking to us all.
Yes,
my pleasure.
And definitely make sure you come back and let us know about what's going on with you, and any other brand new singles that you want to send our way. We'll make sure we're all going to pass it on to the DJs here and get it on the air for you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
We will indeed. And you can hear this show again on Mixcloud, and it'll be up there tomorrow, late tomorrow evening sometime there. So that's Mixcloud. That's Spotlight on Tiffany. That's tomorrow on the Mixcloud. And if you want to download it on there, if you want on Facebook, you'll see the links on there.
Lastly, Tiffany, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you at your website, your Facebook page, and all that before we wrap this up?
Thank you. Yeah, sure. If anybody's listening, come and friend me on Facebook. I'm very approachable. So just come and drop me a friend request. Come and say hi. And you can do that via my artist page, which is Tiffany Gow Artist. And then, I've got my personal one as well, but you're quite welcome to say hi as well there. My official website is tiffanygow.com. And it's going to have a lovely new makeover very shortly, so you'll see an even better and more exciting website there. And if you'd like to contact me, you can do that through the website or through private message on Facebook. But, I'm here, there, and everywhere. I'm even on Spotify. So if you just put my full name in, I can guarantee you there will be a lot of options to contact me, and I'll pop up. She's all over it. Yeah,
definitely is, folks. I would suggest you go over to YouTube and check out our YouTube channel there and check out.
Yeah, thank you. I have 40 plus videos there, so quite a many options on YouTube, and you can actually hear my new single "When the Remix Is Broken" at YouTube. So enjoy, guys.
Wonderful. Thanks very much, Tiffany Gow, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Tiffany. Take care, yeah?
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.